Oh,
Hello?
You can hear me. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, there we go.
There we go. What's up, boys? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Music Hustlers, I guess. I don't know.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. Sorry about all the confusion, man. I could have sworn she said Pacific Standard Time, but I guess she said Eastern Time, and I got it all screwed up. But
It's all good.
we're making
No
it
worries,
happen.
man.
We're making
Yeah.
it happen. No big deal. Cool. So I was looking at your guys' your Instagram page and whatnot, and I see you guys have a song coming out pretty soon here.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Within
cool.
the next week, I think we're going to be releasing a new one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So to start things off, how I usually start them off is I just kind of have you guys give a little introduction about yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us why my listeners should care. What exactly? I say that, but like what exactly should my listeners know about you guys?
We do our best to write music that we really love and hope that other people connect with it too, and we try to put everything we can into it. And I don't like to give too much away about songs. I always like when someone takes
Secrecy.
their own interpretation of it, kind of. But all in all, we always put in everything we have into a song, so we just really hope that people enjoy it in the long run as much as we enjoy it, when we play it on stage or even writing it and being in studio.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it definitely shows. The passion shows in your guys' music for sure. You can hear it a
Thank
lot. You can hear that you guys really love what you're doing, and that's something that I want these musicians to really understand. You need to love the kind of music you're putting out there, or
Yeah.
people aren't going to vibe with it.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So let's talk about what are you guys doing during pandemic? Like, how are you guys staying active?
A lot of practicing, writing, recording, dog walking, just anything kind of mostly music related. I mean, we just moved into a new place. We got a house together, which is awesome and very convenient. Much easier to record and write. We can just at any time and have no neighbors below us or anything to complain, which is awesome. It's I know it's terrible for a lot of people, but for us right now, it's pretty great for a band, especially living together. We get to get a lot of shit done. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask you guys about living together. What kind of inspired that? Was it just we're in a band, we need to hustle more? Like, what was the reason behind that?
I'd say that was probably the main motivation. But the fact that we've known each other for a good 5 years and we're pretty close too,
Yeah,
I mean, made the whole idea a lot easier, right?
yeah, absolutely.
That and Toronto is expensive as shit.
That too.
Yo, what's good? It's Future Kenny here, and I'm sorry to interrupt your episode, but real quick, if you're about what I put out and you want to help the Music Hustlers podcast grow, you want to help the channel grow, you support me, you support the content I put out, then please click the link in the description and you'll be able to support me. It would really help me out. If you're financially able to, then click the link in the description and it would really help this channel grow. I'm trying to upgrade a couple of mics and do a couple of things. So yeah, click the link in the description. Without further ado, get back to your episode. I'm out of here. Peace.
We had to get out of we got a house for the same cost that you'd pay for a bachelor apartment in Toronto, which is, it's insane for musicians trying to live there. We tried to do it and it's very insane unless you have money, basically.
Yeah,
Which
no.
we're a bit void of.
Yeah.
Aren't we all, man? We're musicians.
Exactly, right? Comes with the territory.
Absolutely. Cool. So your guys' name is Damn It Goldie.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind the name?
Well, we both love comic books and graphic novels, and I'm sure you've seen the movie Sin City.
Yeah.
So that was actually first a graphic novel, and in that the main character Marv, he's played by Mickey Rourke. He wakes up beside this prostitute who's been killed, and her name's Goldie. And the first thing he says is actually in one of our songs, When Words Start Having Weight. he says, "Damn it, Goldie, I don't know who killed you, but when I find," and he goes into this big rant, but I don't know, something about it. I was just like, that's really original. Like, it's a name, but it's also like a bit of a swear word kind of at the same time. I don't know. It's neat. It kind of reminded me in a way of like Billy Talent or something, like just a name that's kind of cool.
Which also inspired by a movie like Billy Talent, right? So,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm huge into like pop culture and just like comic books and graphic novels and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I remembered that line, so I was curious if that was where you guys got it from. So
Yeah.
that's
well,
pretty cool.
what was the original name? Because Josh had started this project like without me with a friend of his, and you guys had a name prior to me joining.
We were originally called the Scenic Route,
Yeah.
but there ended up being like 6 bands, like named that, one being a country band, and then all these other things. But I really liked that name, and I was like super set on it. But when there's 6 other bands named the same name, there's no go. But damn it, there's no other Damn It Goldies out there, which is awesome.
On that one.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very true. Cool. So you guys are from Canada. I like Canada. You guys got good laws out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
But have you guys ever toured in the U.S. or anything, or just play
No,
out in
not
Canada
yet.
mainly? Not
Just
yet.
Canada, yeah.
Still cool. So tell me, you mentioned that one song. I'm so sorry, I'm blanking on the name.
When words start having weight.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. You mentioned that song. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration for that song.
That song, honestly, that was it took a little while because the guitar parts, it goes all over the place, and I kind of pieced it together over time. That was one that didn't take like a short amount of time. It took me a while, and I don't know, I kind of just liked the idea of it being like constantly changing, but also in your face and aggressive, but also really almost pretty in a way, like just all over the place, but make it make sense, which was really hard. But we feel we got that song like to a good point that we obviously released it. But yeah, absolutely. And I like that song a lot. I feel like you guys have kind of a unique feel that you don't hear a lot from a lot of bands nowadays. So I think it was very progressive to the extent that not a lot of people are doing it. So it was good, man. I think you guys are. Thank you.
You're on to something. Just keep going.
I think the combination, because we have our influences are so vast, and we sort of, rather than sticking to one genre, we sort of mix mash everything. I think that's where like how this, I guess, semi-original sound is sort of coming out, or progressive sound.
Yeah. Is
From my perspective.
Is it just you two, or is there any other members? Or
well, there was a drummer that was in it for the last year named Mike, and he's the one that helped us a lot. Like, he was our drummer, but he did all of our recording and different stuff for us. And he's kind of in the band, kind of not, and we don't really know what's going on with that. But yes, we're looking for a bass player and drummer at the moment.
Long-term members.
Serious people. We keep getting people that are like, we want to do this just for fun on the weekends, and that's not really what we're looking for.
It's everybody wants they have the vision of what like being a musician is, but then when they realize the amount of work that comes into it, it's like it's not as appealing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot of work, man, and there's a lot of time where you're just gonna spend like not making it. Like you're gonna like 90% of tour is driving and loading. Like,
yeah,
it's true, man. But okay, cool. So being with that mindset, like how would you say your mindset is a little different than someone who is just kind of like trying to play shows or whatever, or just wants to be in a band?
Well, it's like we wake up talking about shit to do with the band. Like, we're constantly, like right now, for example, we have a music video that's in the works, and we've written out a script for the whole thing. We've had to talk to multiple different companies about working with us on it. We're going to be putting up a GoFundMe because like the video we want is very high budget. So we're going to be like we're hoping like half of it is going to be from our own pocket, but to get all of it, it's just a lot, and we want to start shooting by February. So there's that. There's just like like even getting merch ideas made. Like everyone obviously nowadays is wearing the mask, so there's like just constant planning and stuff involved. And to someone that's just more so like I want to do it on the weekend type deal, it's just like it's a lot for them. Like there's some guys that like we've seen, and there's nothing against them, but they would just rather go to their job, come home, have a beer or two, watch TV, go to bed. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not the people that we need in our band. We need people that are like serious, like they want to do this for life no matter what.
Yeah. It's definitely like a lifestyle, even if there's, no success in it, right?
Yeah.
It's a commitment. You commit your thoughts to it and your finances as well. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. No, I've talked about it a few times, man, that like, unless you give everything to it, you're not going to make it. Like it's just that simple. Like you have to really commit to it, to where you're saying, where you wake up and you're literally thinking music. Like that's what it takes to succeed nowadays, man. And that's what this podcast is about spreading awareness for the modern age, the modern industry, where we are as a culture and as a community. Cool. So something I wanted to ask you guys, what is like a piece of advice that you would give to a new musician who is like trying to kind of make it in the industry?
Do what feels good to you. Like do what gives you goosebumps, what makes you be like, shit, I want to move. Like don't listen to people that are like, you should learn theory. Learning theory is great, but I'm just saying, like, however you approach music, just go at it like full tilt. Like nothing should slow you down. No, like it takes a while to learn and get to a point where you're good and you think that you're good. But I just say, like, bottom line, just don't stop, just go.
Yeah.
To add to that, I'd say go in with no expectations.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one too.
Just see what happens. Ultimately, just have fun with it. And music's all about expression, right? Creative expression. And just as long as you have that element, you're able to express yourself through it. That should ultimately be enough. If any success comes, like that's just, cherry on top kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool, man. Yeah, no, I agree, man. You gotta really enjoy the process. You gotta enjoy what you're doing, and like you were saying, man, fucking put out shit that gives you goosebumps. Like I say it all the time that musicians should be putting out music that they love and other people vibe with. Like if you're in love with it, other people are gonna like it, man. It's just inevitable. Like
they'll hear it.
Yeah,
sorry,
exactly.
they'll hear it through the music, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the golden ticket. That's what you're looking for. You want people to hear that. You want people to hear the passion that you're putting into it.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man. Okay, so do you guys? I see you got the mic here. Do you guys like do your pre-pro and in-house production and all that, or do you record everything, or?
Yeah, we have in the next room, actually, we've now set up like our own studio that we do that. And then the drummer I was mentioning earlier, Mike, he has like a proper studio set up that we go to do our stuff.
That's sick. Yeah. Who, have you guys just always kind of had a knack for that? Or when do you guys take time to learn it, or?
Well, back in the day when I was like 18 years old, I attempted Pro Tools. And I gave it a couple years and I kind of lost interest. But in recent years, just because the overall cost, if you want like a high-end recording in a studio, you got to rent the engineer, you got to get a producer, you got to rent the studio time. To do even one song, if you want like high quality stuff, you're looking at what, like $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000 even.
Yeah.
Whereas I thought, let me get back into this, throw down a couple grand, have my own setup. At least we can, do demos and stuff and then sort of move from there.
We literally had guys when we were trying to shop our demos out to see like costs of things. We literally had guys like say for 10 songs, it'd be $50,000. And it's like, who has that? Just sticking around to do that. Like, that's why we were like, you know what, let's just learn it ourselves. And then we lucked out because we did meet Mike and he was like, I know how to do all this stuff. And it was like, awesome. Teach us and let's do this.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. And I've talked about it a couple of times about how every member should kind of have like a designated role and what they do in the band aside from their instrument. Because like gone are the days that you just play guitar. Like you've got to run social media, you've got to record music, all that. So that's cool that you guys are doing that. When you started learning about like recording and all of that, what were some resources that you used?
YouTube,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube
I mean,
University, man.
I'm telling you, dude, we live in a time now where literally any bit of information on even the smallest of subjects, you can find like
Yeah.
vast material on it. Even if you go from forums to, just simple Google searches, Wikipedia, YouTube, everything's there for you. It just, you have to go in with the mindset to, like, anybody who's listening to this that, wants to get into recording. You have to go in the mindset where it's like, it's not an overnight thing. Like, you need, especially with recording, you need so much damn patience.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot.
absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Patience is truly a virtue, man.
really, for real.
Unfortunately,
And
a lot of people lack it, but
I'm pretty void of it myself. This guy's got far more patience than I do. Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi, that shit, right? Just
Fucking
Yeah.
wax on, wax off, and all that.
cool. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. I just wanted to
Alright.
ask you guys, what are your plans going forward? What do you got planned after pandemic, going in next year, all that?
Well, I can tell you that over the next 3 months that we have 3 songs that we should be releasing that are going to be really good. And the third one is the one that I was speaking about making a music video for. And so you can expect that in the next like 6 months to come out. And we're really excited about that. It's going to be good because these songs are just, I don't know, they're punchy and they're in your face and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I guess after the pandemic, hopefully we'll have, a bassist and a drummer. We solidified that, and then, get out on the road, start playing shows. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Grind,
Nice.
I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait till you guys make the Phoenix, man, so we can hang out. You guys can go crash at my place.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Of course, we'll do all kinds of shit.
For sure.
All right. Well, where can the listeners find you?
Everywhere. Anywhere that streams music, we are there.
Yeah. Social media we got lucky, we lucked out, and because the name is so unique, most of our profiles like Instagram, all that, just type in Dammit Goldie and it's DAMNIT, not MMIT,
Yeah.
which some people get confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she first told me, I mixed it up and did 2 M's, and I was like, that's not right.
Well, we just had a guy actually, he did a reaction video to one of our songs, Two Lit Mafia, and he said the whole time he kept saying, "Damn Nick Goldie," and we're like, no.
This was like a 7-minute video of him just repeating that over. And
But he
over.
liked the song, and he was a good sport, yeah.
Yeah, man. So
That's
good.
awesome. Oh, that's great. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking to me. I think that
Thank you
the
for having
listeners
us.
are going to find a lot of value in this conversation. So
Hope so.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah,
Sounds
man.
good.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Take care.
Take it easy.